Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. 166th post. We're going to focus on Bill Cosby, who is front and center in the mainstream media right now. He is being accused of decades worth of sexual abuse and misconduct towards women. It's not the first time Bill Cosby's been in the headlines for this. He's not the first Bill to be in the headlines for this. He's just the latest of a long line of sex scandals and what do you want to call it? Personal sex stories that America doesn't really need to know about or anybody else in this world? I mean, let's just say that if Bill Cosby is guilty of this, it should be dealt with, but we don't need to know about it. We need to know about important things. We also don't need to know about Ebola, ISIS, Ferguson. We don't need to know about any of these things. Essentially, they're all distractions, and they're distractions that appeal to different people. And as a populace, since we're all witnessing this same type of media programming, it makes our lives or the information coming to us almost like a pinball game. I mean, for 1 week we're supposed to be scared of Ebola. Then the next week ISIS. Now Ferguson. What's going to happen there? And now all of a sudden Bill Cosby? What? So I'll show you why this happened, you guys. Bill Cosby, there's a reason he's on TV. There's now a reason he's front and center sex scandal. It's because a long time ago he sold himself out probably into Freemasonry. Either that or he was born into it. And for those of you who aren't familiar with how to become a Freemason, you have to take a pledge. And the first two questions on that pledge are, the very first question is, do you believe in the Supreme Being? If you just look at that real quickly and say yes, you might be thinking as, oh yeah, that means God to me in my mind. But what does that really mean, the Supreme Being? Look at a Freemason pledge or a petition. That's exactly what it says. Supreme Being. The next question is, are you a man? The rest of the questions on the petition are essentially, if you die while in the company of Freemasons at a lodge doing a Masonic activity, is Freemasonry off the hook? So essentially you're signing a pledge that says, yes, I believe in the Supreme Being. Yes, I am a man. If I die in your company, no one's responsible. Check it out if you guys don't believe me. That's the truth. All right, so now let's look at Bill Cosby. His real name is William Henry Cosby. Sum it up in Gematria, it sums to 96. Just like the word Freemason, the ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry are 31 plus 32 plus 33, also sums to 96. The word knowledge sums to 96, as do the religions Satanism and New Ageism. In my opinion, both of those are about self-worship. The word Mason, the shortened version, just sums to 62. That's interesting because Cosby began his TV career in the year 62. As for the Cosby Show, it debuted in the year 84 on the date September 20th, 84. Add 9 plus 20 plus 84 and it sums to 113. The number coded into so many things, from movies to celebrity names to important dates, including the beginning of the Cosby Show. Let's also remember that with 84, the phrase United States of America sums to 84. Okay, the show ended on April 30th, 92. That's 7.5 years later. The numerology of that date is 126. If you take the whole alphabet and sum each letter to a single digit number, then add the alphabet, it sums to 126. This number is coded into many things. So special date numerologies here for the Cosby Show. In that show, it's the Huxtable family. The Gematria of Huxtable is 93. Like the occult religion Thelema. That's the number they worship, 93. And it's tied into Satanism. Remember, 96. Bill Cosby with the larger method sums to 99. With the reduced method, it sums to 45. What's interesting about 45 is the word emperor sums to 45. Recently, our president, Barack Hussein Obama, has been compared to an emperor after giving his immigration speech on 11/20/14. Add 11 plus 20 plus 14, it sums to 45, like the word emperor. If you've never seen one of my posts before, you guys, even before I started this video blog, I've been saying forever, the people running our society are going by the numbers. They're doing almost everything by the numbers. And by everything, I mean the stuff that pretty much comes through the TV and mainstream media, essentially the stuff that makes up our collective understanding of the world, unfortunately. All this stuff is coded with the same numbers. So the word family, just in case you guys didn't know that, sums to 66 in Gematria, and an important number. You can see how maybe they formed that word family once upon a time. Yesterday's latest headline was that Cosby had to step down from the temple board. In Gematria, temple board sums to 111. And they noted that he served for 32 years, just shy of 33. He didn't quite make it to that 33rd year with them. Also in his career, he's received an honorary doctorate from Massachusetts in the year 76. Massachusetts is one of 3 states with a gematria of 33. The states that have the gematria of 33 are the first, Delaware, the last, Hawaii, and the 6th, Massachusetts. 33 states. And that year 76, very important number to the Masons. So, I mean, if you guys want to look at this and say it's all a coincidence, I don't know what to tell you. To me, it just fits the perfect pattern behind so many of these TV personalities. And you think about who Bill Cosby is, I mean, he's a very respected person by a lot of people in our society. He's a very opinionated person. In terms of black or African American personalities, he's one of the most recognized voices in our nation. And what's interesting is during this scandal, they've gone to other voices from the black and African American community, and they've had people such as Charles Barkley on TV talking about it. Charles Barkley is another one of these people just like Bill Cosby. The name Charles is 66, the name Barkley 74. To see how big of a joke it is, you guys, turn on TNT during basketball. You'll see a panel of 4 men. On the left will be Shaquille O'Neal, an open and outright Freemason. The name O'Neal sums to 47. Next to Shaquille O'Neal is Ernie Johnson. Ernie sums to 33. Johnson sums to 32. Then you have Kenny Smith. Kenny's 33. Smith is 33. Then you have Barkley, 74. So up on this panel you have 74, 33, 33, 74. And it's not just this, you guys. It's not just sports. It's all media. Turn over to ESPN. You'll see Pardon the Interruption with Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser. Tony, 74. Michael, 33. It's just through and through, you guys. Also, if you do turn into Tony Kornheiser and Michael Wilbon, look at Tony Kornheiser's eyes. They are black and hollow. Interesting eyes. And you see them a lot in these people. So, that's the message, you guys. I'll be back with more. Thanks for tuning in.